Hey guys, so Joy talked to you about her ideas on relationship, which centered on communication and trust, and I totally agree with that. And yesterday, I had a chance to have a conversation with my caregiver as he was doing our fixing our sink, which I gotta give him mad props because he saved us a buttload of money. I'm thinking probably upwards of 200, 250, maybe even $300 in labor and whatever that they decided. Anyways, we were talking about his relationship. Or no, what happened was our dog Hollywood was getting nosy and getting in his business, and I saw him kind of crawling over there, getting closer and closer, and the space wasn't that big, so I mean, he was really making himself a nuisance, and plus it was dirty over there. There was rust shards and whatnot coming off, just because we never changed the faucet from the original that was on there when we had it installed, and Midland water is horrible. So I mean, the sediment and whatnot was caked on there, and he was having to chip it off and whatnot. So I didn't want Hollywood to get into all that and get in his way and everything. So I called Joe to call Hollywood. And of course she did. And he's like, Joey does what you say. And I said, well, yeah. And it struck me as odd. I said, so do you and your wife not do stuff for each other? And he said, well, we're kind of like night and day, and so if I ask her to do stuff, she might do it grudgingly, and she might not. And I'm thinking, So I dug deeper because I like to know people, and they have a business together too, like Joey and I. And he told me she's more of the business type, and she's, get everything done and be done with it, and kind of to hell with the feelings and just get it done. And he's going he's going into nursing school, and he's caring more, he cares more, and he's always out in the field when there's nobody else to be there. And he says she's at home. It's her way or the highway as far as her way of thinking, and he sees things as there's more than one way to do things. And so, and there's always one in a relationship, because I guess opposites attract. You have to work a little harder to make things mesh, because you're opposites, obviously. That doesn't mean that it can't work. Honestly, I mean, when Joey and I met, we were pretty much opposites attract. We had the commonality of being Crip, but totally different backgrounds. My family was you would do it, you know, you learn how to do stuff and you do it, and if you need help you can ask for help, but try and figure it out. And Joey's was more of, she was a nuisance, and that was sad to know that. Anyways, I kind of got the same thing, the same feeling from my friend, was that she kind of thinks that he's a nuisance because he cares and whatnot. And I was explaining to him, I said, well, the reason why she listens to me is because she trusts me, and unlike you guys, and I wasn't trying to put him down because he actually agreed with me, was I said, you know, unlike you guys where you guys don't have to rely on each other to do whatever, you know, she could do her thing, you could do your thing, and you don't need one or the other. Whereas in not everything that we do, but a lot, we have to rely on each other. I mean, Joey's got better dexterity than I do, and she has more maneuverability. And so she helps me where I can't reach stuff, or she's also a little taller than me by 1 inch. But I mean, you know, why split hairs? But then I can do things that are difficult for her, so we complement each other. And we also know that we have to be our own best friends, because I don't want to say that people don't want to help, but they don't maybe know how to help. And calling people over here if we get in a spot is hard. So we've really learned over the years how to communicate. And yes, if it's a frustrating situation, yes, we do argue while we're helping each other, and it might pile up into a big argument. But that's just being human, because just the way it is. And he thought about that, and he's like, yeah, I could see that. I could see where you guys rely on each other, and to live in your house by yourself and not have people here 24/7, or have to call somebody all the time if something goes wrong. one of those instances was yesterday when I got home from Dollar General. Joey was on the phone and she was talking to my mom. And we hadn't really talked to her a lot in about a month because she was with my sister helping her take care of her new baby. She and Jack had their baby on the 14th. And congrats, guys, and I'll put some videos up and show y'all our new niece. And we're excited to meet them. To meet her. Her name is Madeline Ruth. And yeah, so anyways, she's telling me come in and she's like telling Mom that I'm here, and so Mom wanted to talk to me. She gave me the phone. Well, she was talking to Mom. Hollywood decided to take a leak on the floor. Why? We don't know. We don't know if he's just getting old or if he's acting out because he's got a hard head. But so she gave me the phone and I was talking to Mom and I was watching her struggle with the paper towels and the reacher. And we don't have tiles, or we have concrete. So it's easier than doing it on carpet, but still you have to aim the paper towel on the whatever the mess is and then use the reacher, and it could be a chore. So I'm talking to Mom and catching up a little bit and everything, but I'm watching Joey out of the side of my eye, and I want to talk to Mom, but I want to also help Joey because I know what it's like to clean up piss from the dogs. And so, not that I was trying to speed you up, Mom. I'm not saying that by any means. Just, life. And I don't like doing things, being stuck doing things on my own. And I don't like leaving Joey to do things on her own. So I got off with Mom, and then I asked Joey what I could do to help her out. And by that time, she had it mostly up and everything. So I came in there, grabbed my reacher and grabbed some Clorox wipes and just wiped it up so we could get, maybe get rid of the smell so he wouldn't go back to that area. But that's just an example of how we help each other because we have to. Sometimes that's actually one of the lesser things that we do. Sometimes it's more serious than helping each other in the bathroom, which able-bodied people don't necessarily have to do unless it's after, say, a surgery or something or other. But we have to, and we even hear a lot of people say that they don't like it when their others are in the bathroom, when they're taking a piss or crap, whatever. Sometimes we don't have that choice. It's just the way it is. So, but I think he got a better appreciation. Oh, and then after that, I got up and I needed to get up like I said, to go to Dollar General for Joey for she needed some stuff, and I'd promised her I'd go. And so I said, "Well, I'm gonna go out. I'll follow Don out." So to go to Dollar General, and he's immediately said, and this is a common thing. He immediately said, "So who's gonna drive you?" And Joey's picked up, and he's like, "Oh no, Jason's just gonna go in his chair." And he's like, "You can go in your chair that far?" And we're like, "Yeah." And it just floored him. And so I did. While he got in his truck, I opened the garage like I normally do and went out and met him as he was pulling out. And he rolled down his window to say bye, and I said, "Well, bye, thank you for fixing our sink." And he went his way and I went my way, and that was that. But it's just interesting to know how relation dynamics are. So that's just my 2 cents on what I think goes into a relationship from Joe's and my perspective, guys. And fill us in. We're interested to know about y'all. So leave us a comment, and if you like what you see, subscribe to us, because we've got other stuff we like to talk about, and y'all do matter. And so take care of yourself, be good to each other, and we love you.